What's happening, Youbes Tubes? Horror DJ back with my second ever commentary. Number 2. Today it's a little team deathmatch, 32-9. Nothing beast, but it definitely helped my team win. And in team deathmatch, as long as you go positive, you definitely help your team. Today I want to talk a little bit about something I had mentioned in my first video. Why I'm no longer on Xbox or use Xbox Live. I had been a loyal Xbox guy for 4 years. I had the Red Rings of Death 2 times already, but each time they held true to replacing it and sent me my coffin after I'd call it in. Wait a few weeks and get back online and play some more. The third Red Rings of Death happened, and at this point I was fed up. I was pissed. So, drove out to Walmart at probably 12:30 at night and picked up an Xbox Elite. And I loved it. It was fantastic. Finally had a use for the HDMI cables I had. Got it all hooked up. It was beautiful. Everything worked great. A couple weeks, went by and I started getting weird disk read errors. And, I just put up with it because I'd shut the Xbox off, turn it back on, and it would be fine. This went on for quite a while. And eventually, it got to the point where when I turned my Xbox on or I switched games, I'd have to tap the top of the machine just to get the disc to spin so it would read. So I call Xbox, and the conversation went a little like this. Thank you for calling Xbox Live. My name is John. How can I help you today? Number one, I know this dude's name's not John. I know this dude's not sitting in some office in Arizona getting a tan. It's bullshit. Don't tell me your name's John. Seriously. Don't pretend like you're somewhere you're not. We know you're in a corner somewhere in Bangladesh getting paid 8 cents an hour. Yeah, I'm fine with that. I'm not one of those people that gets pissed saying it. Hey, take your job. It didn't take a job away from me. I don't really care about that kind of stuff. It just annoys me when they lie about it. So the conversation continues with this guy, and he looks up a couple things and informs me that I'm 2 weeks out of warranty. 2 weeks out of warranty, so I could send in $100 and my Xbox and just be without an Xbox for another 2 to 3 weeks while they fixed it. And I had to pay for it. I was so pissed at this point that I was like, screw this. You guys just made me a PlayStation guy. So I drive out to Best Buy that afternoon, pick up my first PlayStation 3. I loved it. The game Mag was out. I was playing that. That was right about the time that Killzone 3 was out. That game was alright. It was cool. It was just really clunky and kind of slow. But the graphics were great, and the system worked. So I was pretty happy with it. Shortly thereafter, PlayStation Network gets hacked, and it's down for, 2 months, a month, a full month. But the good part about that was Mortal Kombat had just come out, and so L.A. Noire had just come out. So I got a chance to actually play those without, my friends on PlayStation Network bugging me to play Call of Duty or, any other games. So PlayStation Network comes back, and, like I said, it's great. The community's way different than Xbox. Number one, there aren't a whole lot of little kids on PlayStation Network, or if they are, they don't have mics. They don't have headsets, so I don't have to listen to them. I don't run into the situations where every time before and after a match I got to listen to some jackass blare his music that nobody wants to hear and you can't hear anyway because it's staticky and sounds like it's underwater. You don't have the racial comments as much. I do miss the fact, though, that they don't have a team chat or a party chat system on PlayStation. I definitely would like to have something like that on there, just so that I don't have to go through and mute anybody that's loud or annoying. Why am I posting videos? here's the thing. There are a lot of beast players out there. Guys that just destroy it every single time they turn on their PlayStation or Xbox. You know, the 42 and O's, the 42 and 5s, you know, all that you know, that's great. But a lot of times that's, you know, those aren't the guys that are actually helping the team and tactical stuff. Team deathmatch, yeah, definitely. You go 42 and 0, your team better win, because if they don't, you had a bunch of blind kids playing on your team. But when it comes to like domination, search and destroy, well, not necessarily search and destroy, but you know, capture the flag, those kind of things. Those players are the ones that are around the outside of the map a lot, just picking people off, and they're amazing at it. Don't get me wrong, they definitely help their teams win. Anytime you have somebody blowing it up with, you know, 35 and 3, they are definitely a benefit to your team. The problem is, so many people watch YouTube videos nowadays, and all they see are those guys going, you know, with their ridiculous scores, 107 and 10 in a domination match. Awesome. But at the same time, how many flags did you cap? You know, how many domination points did you cap? One right at the beginning, if you even stopped at that one. If it weren't for the grunts like myself, the jackasses that run in there blindly, and, you know I'm going to get shot in the face 6 out of 7 times if I approach the flag. But that 7th time, you know, that could be the difference in the game right there. If I can actually cap a flag, hey, my team's going to win. You know, it just makes it really hard. I was playing earlier today. I had a pretty decent gameplay. But at one point I noticed I'm the only person on a flag, and I can see 4 of my teammates just sitting in the corners waiting for me to get shot so that they could get to the next kill streak. That, I don't really have a problem with 1 or 2 guys on your team doing that, but when you're the only person capping, God, that's so stupid. Play the damn objective. And you know, you watch a lot of the videos now where, you know, people are playing, you know, kill confirmed. How many times have you seen a guy get 3 or 4 kills down an alleyway and just run the other way, leaving those to sit out there? Great, you got 45 kills. You confirmed 5 of them. You let your teammates run out there and get shot and killed. Again, oh, I got my Osprey Gunner, or I got my Moab. Well, great. You know, how did you do? You know, how did you really help your team? You basically led the other schmucks on your team into 10 deaths. that doesn't help. That's fucking annoying, to be honest. I don't know. Every team needs a good Slayer, or 2. You know, you play objective-based games. You need a couple Slayers, but you don't need an entire team of them. Get out there and play the objective. You know, if you're noticing that your guys are dying a whole bunch in a certain area, instead of just running the outskirts, get in there. You know what? You might die. You might not get your Moab. You might not get, you know, your Osprey Gunner. You might not get your next highest kill streak. But at least the people on your team are going to appreciate you a little bit more. I don't know. I'm sorry about bitching so much. Those things just kind of get on my nerves a little bit. If all you really care about are your kills and deaths, stick to Team Deathmatch. Just because a game's a little bit longer in domination doesn't mean the rest of your team should suffer because you want to get 100 kills. Cap a couple flags, man. You know, help the team other than just kills. Play the objective. That's all I really ask. I don't know. I'm pretty much running out of time here. I got a couple more gameplays that I have saved from the last couple days. I'll slap some commentaries on those in the next couple days and get those up for the 2 people that are going to see these. If you do happen to see it, please give me a like, or at least tell me what I did wrong so I can fix it. Thanks, guys. Later.